And firstly, I just wanted to say that I don't believe that your platform is anti-Black women.
Okay.
And I actually agree with a lot of the points that you make. There was another point that comes up regular in your shows. What is it with majority of Black males' fascinations with attracting non-Black women?
I was waiting for you to say. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it. Good job, Fiona. Listen, on my channel, yeah, like you've heard me say a lot of times, do not pedestalize non-Black women. You've heard me say that, right?
I have heard you say that.
Thank the Lord for that. So, like, I'm not in that camp of like let's diss Black women and get you a Becky and everything will be all right. Like, the problem is that there's a lot of negative energy between Black men and Black women, which honestly I don't think originated from us, either party. I think it's socially I think it was socially engineered that way, especially when you're in a country like the UK or in America, which is, not Black. They're not Black countries. It don't matter how many rappers or athletes you see on the TV. Those are not Black countries, bruv. Yeah, and the ruling demographic, they make society a certain way so that they're always winning. And of course, that's what they're meant to do because they're the ruling class, right? Or ruling demographic, rather, right? The problem is the social engineering, it makes us kind of look at ourselves as less than, right? So what you'll find is that a lot of Black males will look at non-Black women as better looking because from day one, from when we was little boys, what did we see on TV? Blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm sure Ryzen, who's in the background, he can agree with that. We're all socially conditioned to look at Becky as the standard of beauty. Even you women are conditioned to think that. That's why a lot of you lot wear weave.
Yes. And I think I agree with you on that point. I think that it's a self-esteem issue. And I think a lot of Black women know that Black men do not like weaves, but I think it's a comfort blanket for them. I mean, you'll see many of them that will take off the weave and then you'll never see their hair. They'll have a different weave on Monday and you've never actually seen them in their natural state. So, but I think, again, in the same way, it's a self-esteem issue for Black men as well, to be constantly chasing this approval or attraction from non-Black women.
But the thing is a difficult thing because, as I said, like, we are in environments which do not support us. It's just the same way that when I talk about the other side of it for us guys, yeah, like a lot of Black guys would like to get with a non-Black woman, but when you see a lot of the non-Black women that these Black guys get with, they're not all that. I'm just being real, and I'm a Black guy that I know
I see it every day.
Yeah, and I'm a Black guy that's dealt with a lot of non-Black women. And but I have a certain threshold of looks that the girl has to be, because in my opinion, I feel like if you're gonna deal with an average to below average looking woman and you're a Black guy, she might as well be a Black chick, because why are you gonna scrape the bottom of the barrel of another community when the guys of that community wouldn't even look twice at that woman? You're just making yourself look stupid. You're making us look bad as a demographic. That's just my opinion, but that's just the way I see it.
And I thought this sort of thing would end with the Zennials, because they have all this sort of black girl magic and which to be honest, when I was growing up, there wasn't much of that. So I thought that would, sort of end this type of idea. And to be honest, we're the only community that think like that. Other communities seem to be able to find people that they're attracted to and marry within their own community.
I would beg to differ, because I'm sure Ryzen,
I'm not saying they don't have problems.
Hold on. I would beg to differ, because I think Ryzen would say that a lot of Asian women, they chase after white men.
Yeah, but not to the. I don't think the numbers are on par.
Oh, I don't know, Fiona.
Let me tell you something.
I have to bring Ryzen out just for this quick tip. I'm gonna bring him on. Yeah.
No, dude. Asian girls love white guys. They chase them hard. Okay. There are Asian girls who will literally say, "You look like my brother. I would never date my brother. I don't like Asian guys."
So they're like the black men of the
I think it's worse than black men. No, honestly, it's worse than black men.
Yeah, I like honestly, from what I've seen out there, Asian women, bruh, they are diehard white guy lovers, blood. They want Chad, like all of them do, all of them.
Yeah, it's worse than black guy by a lot. By a lot.
Well, the thing is, Ryzen, when I go out, I mean, I'm over here in the UK. I'm not sure. I'm imagining you're in the States.
Yeah.
And when I go out here, I can go out and be 5 minutes up the road, and I'll pass two mixed couples, interracial couples, and they'll both be black male and white female. And any given day of the week, I can go out and see that. And to be honest with you, I don't see Asian women.
Hold on. Your location plays a big part in that as well. Where are you in London?
I'm in London, yes.
Okay. Are you in a part of London which is heavily populated with black people?
Well, southeast.
Yes, then yes, blood. So obviously you're gonna see more black guys walking around than Asian women in general anyway. So obviously the chances of you seeing a black guy in an interracial couple is higher than you seeing an Asian woman in an interracial couple, bro.
That's just anecdotal evidence. Like, if you look at the actual statistics, the #1 interracial couple is white men and Asian women.
White men want Asian women too.
Yeah, they love Asian girls. I have buddies who are white guys, and all they go for is Asian girls. They freaking love Asian girls. Yeah.
I beg to differ. I think that they.
Are you going to deny statistics? You can literally Google it right now. The #1 interracial couple.
I've heard people quote other statistics that show otherwise, that it is black male, white female first, and then secondary to that.
Fiona, it's not about what people quote. You can look it up on Google, bro.
Yeah, you can look at
what people are saying, bro. These are actual statistics.
Within the UK.
It's actually not even close. The number within the UK is not even close.
UK or
America. Globally.
Remember, I lived in the UK and America, so I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I can only speak on the UK. I can't speak on
that's why you
America. So
that's why you need to listen to me. But bro, the Asian women and white men, bruv, they attracting like metal and magnets. You know what I mean? Like you're in an environment where you're gonna see a lot of black men in general. Yeah, you see a lot of black and keep it real. You see a lot of black men with black women too. You're not just seeing black men with white women that's constantly. Come on,
bro. You have like these VR goggles on. You're just seeing what you want to see. Like
majority of black men are with black women. I don't know what you're trying to. Maybe it's the black men.
The race that actually dates their race the most is actually black people. It's black people. You guys stay within your race the most out of every other race.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And that's globally. And that's globally.
I don't know. I don't think it's globally. I don't think it's globally.
I can understand.
It is in the US. It's that way in the US.
I would agree for the continent, and I would agree for the Caribbean. But in terms of the UK,
it's probably not global.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
In terms of the UK, no.
Yeah, I would say that in terms of like America, mostly black people couple up with other black people.
I've never been to Europe. I only look at statistics in the US. So
no, that's fair enough. I think in the UK there is a big rise in interracial dating. There is. I will agree with that. But still, even with this rise, and it's the younger generation at that. It's not the generation of guys that probably Fiona is gonna date anyway. It's the younger ones.
Oh no, this started in the 90s, King Richez.
No, but I'm saying the right. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying the rise. Like it's at an all-time high now. And if you look at most of the interracial relationships, it's young boys and girls. Because you got to understand, a lot of the young, like non-black girls these days, they're growing up with urban culture.
Kardashians,
They're growing up listening to drill music, rap music. They're looking at Kylie Jenner and what's the other guy's name? That the black guy, Travis Scott. They're looking at Kim Kardashian, Kanye West. So it's more of a normal thing. Even their parents are beginning to have to accept it because their daughters are dating black guys. That's it. You got to remember, as I said earlier, we've been conditioned to view certain phenotypes as attractive, right? Whether we like it or not. So what you'll find is a lot of females just don't go in that category. They just don't go in that category, which is unfortunate, because I feel like this: if I grew up in Jamaica or I grew up in Nigeria, the way I view beauty would probably be different.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? But
I agree. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I was born here, and it's the same for you girls. The way you will look at a black guy, a lot of times, the black guys that are deemed to be really attractive and pretty boys, those are the ones that usually have European features. Let's keep it real.
Well, I think that goes both sides, doesn't it? I think you had someone on the other day that said that he wants Eritrean girls. I mean, I've probably met a couple of them throughout my whole entire life in the UK anyway. But it's basically just a white girl dipped in chocolate, isn't it?
No. Do you know what? You're so right. Because that's why I notice a lot of these like black guys, whether they're American or English, and say, I like Eritrean, I want these kind of East African black women.
Somali, yeah.
Yeah, and what you notice, they usually kind of have European features. I clocked that a long time ago as well. And listen, I can't really knock them, because to be honest, I'm pretty much the same as well. I will prefer to, my thing is, I'll prefer to be with a black chick and to reprocreate. Do you know what I mean? But I have a certain level of attractiveness that I would need to have towards that female. You know what I'm saying? Now, in my opinion, I feel like there's an imbalance in the black community, especially in the West, of that there's more black guys that may be deemed as hot than there are black chicks deemed as hot. That's just my opinion. Right? Because number one, not just because of looks, but like, you know, social engineering again, because black guys, big, you know, big dick, you know, athletic, can dance, funny, thug, you know, all of this kind of stuff. All of that stuff molds in, makes us look more attractive. That's why now you see more non-black women wanting a black guy. Maybe not the top tier non-black women, but a lot of black women will be inclined to at least sleep with a black guy.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. And I think I disagree with the fact that I think you say a lot that, you know, sort of mixed race men and, but in my opinion, I think they go for the, you know, very, very, very dark skinned males, really. If I'm going to be completely honest, I think they get a kink off of that. I don't think that if they're going to go for a black male, I think they're going to go for the real deal, not to be disrespectful to anyone that's mixed race or anything like that, but I don't feel that they're really that interested in, you know, if in dating that type of look when it comes to black men, whereas it's the opposite for black women.
Yeah, the only thing about that, I will say this, yeah. If you're talking about like in your part of your location in London, right? I will agree. Yes, definitely. Like the non-black chicks that want black guys, they want the, let's say, real black guys, the dark-skinned black guys. Yeah. But like say for instance, you come outside of London, right? Like to where I'm living right now, right? And you come across the girls that, like, especially like the white girls that say, oh yeah, I just like black guys. Usually what they mean is they like mixed race guys.
Right, okay.
Now obviously that's just me saying it. You may think otherwise, but if you go out of London and go to like maybe go up north or come down south a little bit more, you'll find that what I'm saying is very accurate. And even in London as well, a lot of the times when non-black women say they like black guys, they're talking about mixed race guys or light-skinned black guys. When they do like dark-skinned black guys, usually the black guy is tall and he has European features. That's what I've noticed.
I disagree.
He's not 5'4", bruv. He's not.
I don't think they're so caught up in features, to be honest. I think featurism is a black male thing for the most part.
What?
I think.
So,
I think,
so black women just like any old black guy that comes along, don't matter what his face looks like. That's what you're trying to say.
I think we're more receptive, yes.
Well, I mean, I guess I have to agree with that because, you know, as I said, women are measured by their looks way more than men are. I will agree with that. But again, what I'm saying is, in terms of like the non-black women that we're talking about, when they want a black guy, yeah, they usually want a black guy that is good look, like to their standard, good looking in the face and tall. You know what I'm saying? If he's a dark-skinned black guy, that's just what I've seen, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Definitely
Right.
tall as well. Definitely tall. 100% he's gonna be tall. You know what I'm saying?
I think that goes across the board for all men. Height is just a thing, and
nah, man,
that's just it.
I've seen short mixed race dudes with deep, good-looking white girls, bro. I've seen it, bro, loads of times.
But you know, everyone says tall, dark, and handsome, so that's just
when they say tall, dark, and handsome, they mean guys that look like they're Italian or Spanish. They don't mean black.
Well, I think it can transfer over to that as well, to be totally honest with you.
It depends what location you're talking about. But in the globally, they mean Mediterranean olive skin dark. That's what they mean. They don't mean midnight.